Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamru Nimsat. Let's have a look at the headlines. Month of June sees an influx of tourist arrivals after a lackluster month of May. Government plans to gradually reduce vehicle import restrictions. Minister Siambala PTS says. News in detail. Sri Lanka has experienced a significant influx of tourists with over 43,000 visitors arriving in the first 13 days of June, bringing the cumulative number of arrivals for the year to over 940,000. According to the latest data released by the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority, a total of about 43,200 visitors arrived between June 1st and 13th.
India remains the largest single source market for the year to date, contributing 167,981 visitors. Russia follows with 112,043 arrivals, the UK with 83,561, Germany with 67,162 and China with 58,336 visitors. Sri Lanka tourism aims to attract 2.3 million visitors and generate over $4 billion in income for 2024. This influx is expected to boost local businesses, hospitality and related industries, contributing significantly to the country's economic recovery and growth. While challenges remain in meeting the high monthly targets set by the SLTDA, the consistent increase in tourist arrivals provide a hopeful outcome for Sri Lanka's tourism sector.
State Minister of Finance Ranjit Simlapiti announced the government's submission of a detailed roadmap to gradually relax restrictions on vehicle imports. This phased approach aims to minimize the impact on the country's crucial foreign reserves. Speaking to journalists on Saturday, Minister Simlapiti outlined the formation of a committee tasked with devising a comprehensive program for future vehicle import activities.
The committee includes representatives from key sectors such as the Department of Trade and Policy of the Finance Ministry, the Department of Motor Traffic, the Central Bank and various associations related to the industry. The initial roadmap, as outlined by the recent IMF report, includes several key phases. The plan begins with importation of public passenger and special purpose vehicles in the third quarter of this year. This will be followed by goods transport vehicles in the fourth quarter of 2024, with the remaining vehicle categories to be addressed by 2025. Minister Siambala highlighted that while relaxing import restrictions, priority would be given to vehicles used for public transportation, goods transportation, motorcycles and cars used by the general public.
The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce and the Global Alliance for Sustainable Planet have joined forces to tackle urgent climate change issues and promote sustainable development globally. A memorandum of understanding was signed by Secretary General and CEO of Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, Gunakabahu Pereira, and Secretary General of GASP, Satya Tripathi.
This partnership comes in response to projections from the recent Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change report, warning a temperature rise above pre-industrial levels due to escalating greenhouse gas emissions. This collaboration aims to promote sustainable practices and alleviate poverty through ethical scientific research. The MOU emphasizes leveraging private finance to scale up investments that benefit disadvantaged populations throughout focused climate action. It underscores a commitment to high quality, ethical scientific research and aims to bridge gaps between stakeholders to drive large-scale positive change. The agreement follows the IRA Business Conclave 2024 hosted by the Ceylon Chamber, where Satya Tripathi served as the keynote speaker.
Stay tuned. We will return after the short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. The Supreme Court has sent its determination on Sri Lanka's Telecommunications Amendment Bill and it was conveyed to the Parliament by Speaker Mahindaya Abeyewardena yesterday. The Speaker announced that the Supreme Court deems that several clauses of the said bill are inconsistent with the Constitution. Speaker Abeyewardene informing the Supreme Court decision to the Parliament said that the Supreme Court announcement is the bill to be passed only by a special majority in Parliament. Otherwise, the inconsistency shall cease if clauses are amended as set out by the Supreme Court determination. The Telecommunications Amendment Bill was introduced to Parliament in May with provisions that could impose penalties on those who misuse telephone communication.
I wish to inform Parliament that I have received the determination of the Supreme Court in respect of the bill titled Sri Lanka Telecommunications Amendment, which was challenged in Supreme Court in terms of Article 121(1) of the Constitution. In the said determination, the Supreme Court has summarized the constitutionality of the bill as follows. Clause number 8, proposed section 9A(2) of the bill is inconsistent with Article 12(1) of the Constitution. However, the inconsistency shall cease if word may be replaced with the word shall, as set out in the determination of the Supreme Court. Clause number 9. 9 of the bill is inconsistent with Article 12(1) of the Constitution and only can be passed with special majority required under paragraph 2 of the Article 84. However, the inconsistency shall cease if clause is amended as set out in the determination of the Supreme Court. Clause number 12, proposed section 1710 of the bill is inconsistent with Article 12(1) of the Constitution and can only be passed with the special majority of Parliament required under Article 84(2). However, the said inconsistency shall cease if clause is amended as set out in the determination of the Supreme Court.
The Sri Lanka Sumitrayo organization celebrated its 50th anniversary at an event which was attended by the First Lady Professor Maitri Wickramasinghe. The organization celebrated its anniversary and its tagline, "Talking helps, listening heals, we are here for you, choosing life," by launching a commemorative First Day cover during the event held in Colombo.
This milestone reflects half a century of dedicated service, offering free and confidential support through face-to-face befriending, a hotline, community education, corporate awareness and outreach programs. On June 15, 1974, Sri Lanka Sumitrayo was established as a branch of Befrienders International in the UK. Sri Lanka Sumitrayo aims to support individuals through their grief journey, helping them transform their experience into growth and learning. Over 300 dedicated volunteers across island-wide branches assist more than 10,000 callers each year.
Speaking at the event, First Lady Professor Maitri Wickramasinghe noted that the LGBTQI community of Sri Lanka has been fighting for their rights in Sri Lanka for decades with a will. She asserted that in order to rid the society of gender phobia and transphobia, a proper social and legal transition should take place with official name changes and clear identity cards and birth certificates.
The Sri Lankan LGBTQI communities and their allies have been struggling and fighting for their rights for decades. Given the misery of those whom societies have condemned due to what they believe are abnormalities, I think that we need to overcome our subconscious assumptions and cultural prejudices. In order to do so, we need to be open and be ready to understand and to be conscious of the terms, vocabulary, and definitions related to gender identities that are now being recognized and accepted globally as never before. The state who do not have the knowledge or the sensitivity to deal with their trauma, or people who have experienced gender phobia or transphobia, which may manifest in actions such as violence, harassment, misrepresentation, and exclusion. Needless to say, the official sanctioning of gender diversity requires social transitioning as well, including changes in pronouns, the adoption of new names, changes to dress and appearance. It also involves legal transitioning, official name changes and clear identity cards and clear birth certificates.
That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.